why black fighters and urban fighters, from like a certain inner city, why are they so stubborn to leave their hometowns? Like we got dudes like Tank, and then we had the situation with Eric Bad Boy Brown. He was an up and coming fighter in Chicago. He got killed in the city, man. What's your take on this, Santee? How you feel about it?
I feel like, with black fighters, man, and even certain cases, man, breaking it down, taking it out of boxing real quick, man, just to give a fair example, man. Like, we really don't like to leave the crib too much, man. Some folks don't even like to leave the state or get passports and shit like that, man. So, when it comes to, and Javante Davis, in his favor, the reason why he doesn't like to leave his hometown and shit like that, man, and I'm thinking a small piece of his mind, he wants his friends and families to see him stunt and be able to buy them a car and to see him up at his best. Because so many people were around to see them at their lowest. Now, I'm not saying it's intelligent and it's smart to do this. I believe once you get out of jail, you need to stay the fuck out of jail. I don't want to be in the hood if I don't have to be there. Granted, I'm all for going back to my community and showing love. I do this consistently. Go out here and hand money out to the youth or whatever, or take some kids to go play basketball. I love doing that shit. But I'm not sitting around some thirsty niggas with nothing that their faces is twisted up every time I pull up and they got something slick to say to me, man. I don't want to be around jokers like that. And nor should these guys. I can't really put my finger on exactly why these guys would stay out here, but if I could say something to relate to that, I would say maybe they're afraid of being adjusted in another town and the type of love that they would get in another town, another city or state, and it'll never feel like home.
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying, man. But my thing is, man, okay, and I'm gonna change the angle a little bit. I know we talking about boxing, but you see it with these rappers and even with guys, that's like playing basketball or football, man. We had dudes like Pac-Man Jones and Chris Johnson. We had Fetty Wap. He just got robbed in his own neighborhood, Guy took his chain and pulled the gun out on him in a store, in a bodega or whatever they was at. It's just always being at the wrong place at the wrong time, man. Like my pops always tell me, trouble is easy to get into, but it's hard to get out of, man. And I just don't want nothing bad to happen to Tank, man, because you from the D.M.V area, man. Baltimore, I seen the why, man. I never been up there, to the D.M.V area, but man, Baltimore is one of them places, man, where you don't really want to play, man. That's a real rough inner city, man. I just want to see Tank make it, man, because he is the youngest champion in boxing, man, and he has the platform, and he has the number one guy backing him, man. So he has everything to win, but he also has everything to lose, man. So what's your last thoughts about that, man?
I agree with every damn point you made, man. Solid. Hit the nail right on the head. Baltimore, you go out there and get your head cracked. I'm right up the street from Baltimore City. It's nothing pretty out there. And what I will tell you, man, you get this same kind of chill when you go up there. Like it almost feels like you kind of damn near riding through the goddamn dead. Because unlike any other part of town, at least right here in Maryland, that I've noticed at least, so I'm going back and forth to DC or Toronto or what have you, or Silver Spring, Maryland. Going up Baltimore, there's this extra like dark, like dusty look, man. Even the people down there, I don't mean no disrespect, man. It looks dusty. If you got a clean person down there, you got a shiny, dusty person down there. And being down there, man, you have to be just a quick thinker, man, a sharp thinker. This is Charm City. You got motherfuckers trying to talk your head off, man, trying to sell you any goddamn thing. In the same sense, that's an environment, man, where your best friend, man, will put a bullet in you if he feels like there's some type of advantage to life where he can financially live better. I've heard a plethora of stories just growing up, man, with different individuals that I've looked up to, man, that have lost their life, going in different spots where they don't belong, trying to be cool and show love to folks that don't love them. So when I look at Javante, man, he should already know and understand. I guarantee you he got some OGs in his ear telling him to stay the fuck away from it. There's nothing good down there, maybe except for the food, you know? But other than that, you know, the rent is huge and everything else, and you just, for him, he does not need to be down there. If you have an opportunity to be around luxury and what have you, then go ahead and enjoy your life. Of course, go back down there, hand out book bags and shit to the youth, or set up shop down there, maybe build another boxing gym to give back to the youth or what have you. I'm all for that, man. But to just be around there, hanging around dusty-ass jokers that don't want nothing, man, that's not a good look. At least not for me personally. From everything that I see and I personally know, it's not a good look. Not at all.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say this, man, and I'm gonna move on, man. Javante Tank Davis is he has one of them $1 million scripts, man. Like, when I say script, I mean his story is gold. I mean, you know, you got movies about Ali in the Hands of Stone. I really feel like somebody could write a movie about Javante's life, man. I mean, you know, his pops and his mom not being there, him coming up in a foster home. I mean, this guy literally walked through hell to get to heaven, and right now he's in heaven, man. And it's gonna be very, very hard to kind of steer Javante away from Baltimore, because I'm pretty sure this guy had a lot of people help him, man. A lot of people help him growing up, man. And I think, me personally, this what I think, that he hasn't left Baltimore yet is because he don't want to feel like a traitor. He don't want to leave those who helped him become the man that he is today, man. And I mean, that's one of the hardest decisions you have to make in your life as a man. You know, the decisions and the foundation you build in your early 20s, man. Those are very, very important choices. I mean, he has to learn, you know. But I just hope the best for him, man. I don't want nothing to happen to him, man. I hope he moving smart and, you know, he's staying out the way if he is in the city, you know. But moving on to my next.
I'm a savage, I ain't romantic. When I come around, these rapper niggas start to panic, and they pockets going under like the Titanic. Got some head last night and it was outstanding. They was hating on me then and they hating now. She was playing with me then, but she waiting now. Used to sleep inside a den, I got acres now. I was fighting niggas then, but I'm spraying now. I don't pay no mind to no sneak this. Nope. I won't spend a dime on a freak bitch. Nigga.